Hey guys, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So, as I was telling you guys, my channel is going to consist of different things. While I help business professionals and beauty professionals, I also am one of those who I like to try different things when it comes onto the hair products and stuff like that. So I decided I was at home. It is Sunday. I did not have the time to run to the salon, nor did I feel like going across town because I needed to relax my hair. I have a shortcut, so I relax it fairly often. So I was at my neighborhood Dollar General and I decided to pick up a box relaxer. I have not used one in quite some time, but when all things fail, you have no choice. So I picked up the Luster Pink Smooth Touch Extra Virgin Olive Oil No Lie Relaxer with Triplex High Sheen Regular Strength. So this review is going to be all about this relaxer. If you've been following me or you haven't been following me, I am a hairstylist. I am a cosmetologist. I have my license. While I am not 100% for box relaxers because I feel like this, of course, should be done by a professional, I am not against them because you have to do what you have to do sometimes, like I did today. And it is what it is. That's like me saying, you need to get ibuprofen from your doctor versus getting it over the counter. Now, makeup of products is a little bit different. Quality of products is also going to be a little bit different. That is why I said I wanted to start doing reviews on different hair products and brands that I use, because I want to, make sure that everyone is fully educated and you get the knowledge. It doesn't hurt. In the meantime, if you haven't already, click the subscribe link down below and also give this video a thumbs up if you like what I had to give you today. So let's go through what's in the box. Of course, this box cost me $4 US, which wasn't really much. So $4. In the box came the relaxer in the tub, the activator, which I poured the activator into the relaxer kit or bottle already. It also came with 3 packets. So packet number 3 is your neutralizing shampoo. Packet number 4 is your conditioner with olive oil. And then packet number 5 is your pink lotion, which I do not use. But this is also one of those that I actually use on my children's hair because I have girls who are natural. So we're not going to use these right away. This is actually when we do the shampoo process, which I won't really show you guys the shampoo process, but I'll give you a full-on review after I shampoo, or I'll continue the review after I shampoo. And then it also comes with a pair of what I call lunchroom gloves. I have large hands, so as you can see, I am struggling to put these gloves on. So gloves, if you can tell, they barely fit. So they're not universal for hands. Yeah, these are not something that I'll use for anybody, but I'm gonna use the kit. So I've already put a hole in it. Another thing that I noticed that the kit did not come with is base. Base is used to protect the scalp and the skin around the hairline when you are doing any relaxer service, and this is something that I recommend for any and everyone. The base is not included, which is kind of disheartening because base is the first thing that you should do when you are doing any relaxer system, but this system did not include the base, yet you gave me your pink lotion, which I cared less about. Give me the base, I don't need the pink lotion. But in this case, I'm right now mixing the activator and the relaxer together. One thing that I can say, box relaxers remind me of sensitive scalp relaxers, and they're not all sensitive scalp either. But sensitive scalp relaxers come with a part A and a part B, and it does require you to mix them together. But this particular one, of course, we're using the way that they gave it to us. And then, of course, it comes with instructions. I always stress making sure that you're reading the instructions. And if you don't understand relaxer systems, then do not do a relaxer at home. Make sure you find a stylist. But here is another very important thing that they're telling you, the timing guide. A lot of people do not pay attention to the timing guide. The timing guide tells you how long it should take you to have the relaxer, from application to the relaxer being on your hair, how long is the maximum time. So for what I'm using the regular, my hair texture is fine, so it says 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes includes application and processing. Application time should take no more than 8 to 10 minutes, and then you process for 5 to 7 minutes. In my case, because my hair is short, I'm actually going to be using my hands. I don't recommend using your hands, but for me, my hair is really, really short, and I am very sensitive when it comes onto a relaxer. And in this case, I don't have base, which I am very upset about in this kit. So that's a strike for me already. But I need to get this on very, very quickly. So you guys are going to see me using my hands. I do not recommend you use your hands at home. Make sure that you're using an applicator brush or a brush or something else. But for me, I'm using my hands because I need to get this on like within a minute. Most people, if you're doing a typical relaxer, you can take your time with a brush. But for me, when I'm applying my relaxer to my hair, I have to use my hands because I need to be very quick with this. Now, I know there's going to be some who want to comment, oh my God, don't use your hands. And listen, sweetheart, I don't need the comments on it. I don't really care too much about those kind of comments. I am a hairstylist, but this is my hair, so I'm doing what I do for my hair. Now with a client, never. My clients already know, strictly professional, but Crystal's at home and I have to be quick with my relaxer for my hair, so that's where I'm at. So as you can see, my application time was less than a minute on purpose because I need this to be on, and it'll probably be off in about 2 minutes for me, because I have fine textured hair, and on top of that, I'm sensitive and I burn very quickly. So some people will do this way if they're doing a texturizer as well. Just so people know, a texturizer is also a very mild relaxer. It's just done in a different fashion so that it doesn't make the hair bone straight. So for me, I'm gonna put some right there. For me, I'm really doing mine at the speed of a texturizer, but I'll be fully relaxed, which is crazy. And then of course you want to make sure that you don't leave any on the skin. Okay, so mine will stay on for about 2 minutes, and I'm going to take these gloves off and get a piece of a baby wipe just to clean my ear really quickly. Make sure you don't leave anything on your ears. You can use ear protectors too. I use ear protectors at the salon for any client that I'm doing a relaxer on, but for me, it's a little bit different. When you're at home, you kind of do it the whatever way you want when you're at home, so yeah. So far, I'm not burning, which is a good thing. Usually, I'm burning by this point, even with me just putting it on. I have, for my head, I still have a lot of relaxer left. So you can see how much I have a lot left. I do not believe in saving relaxer and putting it in the refrigerator because you've already started the clock on the life of the relaxer. Once you have mixed it, especially for box relaxers. So I never recommend that, but so far, the only good things I've seen so far is I am not irritated. My scalp is not burning. It's not a strong smell. There isn't a bad odor. So I haven't seen that much. Like, it actually really has no odor. Typically, some relaxers, even professional relaxers, have bad odors. The Activator is child-proof, which is another good thing. And it does come with a plastic cover over the top of the relaxer so that you are able to have a tamper-proof seal, basically, which is that. And then, of course, they have to protect the shelf life. So, all right. So I'm starting to get irritated, slightly. Irritated for me means I'm starting to itch. Itch typically leads into burn. So for those of you that don't know that, itch typically leads into burn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to rinse my hair thoroughly with some warm water, at which point I'll neutralize 2 to 3 times. One thing that I did read is that these have color alarms their neutralizer. Most neutralizers do. But this neutralizer for this particular package has a color alarm where it turns typically like a pink if you still have relaxer in your hair. So at that point, you'll determine if you need to do it a second or third time, which I typically do 2, sometimes 3 neutralizing processes. And then I'll put the conditioner on. And with this conditioner, you can leave it on for 10 minutes and then you rinse it with warm water. Their packet says warm water. I believe in rinsing conditioner with cold water, but for the sake of this review, I will rinse my hair with warm water and come back and tell you guys how it is. Be back in a second. Okay guys, so I am done with the relaxer system, just so you guys can see my natural hair. I'm naturally curly anyway, relaxed or not. But I'm gonna mold my hair so you guys can see how straight or not straight it got. Okay, so let's see here. And I feel like it did get straight, so I'm not saying that it didn't work, but when my hair's in its, even right after relaxer, my hair looks like I didn't even touch it, but it is relaxed. But I'm just gonna use this just because I want you guys to see if it got straight or not. If it did get straight, it is going to lay straight down with my comb. If it is not straight, it won't. So let's check it out. Looks like it got straight. So far, my hair is bone straight. Well, not bone straight, but there should be like an S pattern for shortcuts. You kind of want it to be dead on the sides. And that's a bad analogy, but technically you need your hair to be bone straight, unless you're one of those where you don't want it to be that way. If you don't, then you'd probably use a different type of relaxer, but I can say so far that I do love the straightness. I do like the turnout at this point. So it looks really good. And then I'm gonna mold my hair now anyway, because I am actually going to curl my hair up, but yeah, I'm satisfied. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna give you my cons and what I don't like about it. Number one, I don't like that it did not have a base to protect the hair or the scalp in the relaxer process. That is very important. When you relax your hair, people take that for granted, and it actually helps to get you through the relaxer process, and it protects the scalp and the skin. So that's a downside, a con. A second con is the glove size. Listen, I have semi-large hands, but I expect the gloves to at least be able to fit one size if you're gonna make it one size fits all. Packaging was good. I cannot complain about the packaging. The instructions were thorough. I like the instructions. It did give you the processing times, which is important because a lot of people, do not pay attention to that stuff. And pros. I like the way that it did straighten my hair. I did not burn immediately. That was a good thing. I wasn't irritated immediately. Even with me not having base, I was not irritated immediately. It did make my hair straight enough for my liking. It did not have a foul odor, which is great. And it's something that, for me, the smell of things is a big thing, but it did not have a foul odor. So those are all the pros. So 90% of me would give a thumbs up. The other 10% would give a thumbs down, only because it was missing some vital things that are needed, but I would give this product a thumbs up, definitely. All right, guys, so thanks so much for watching my review. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe down below. Tell me what you think. If you've used this product before, tell me how you liked it. And of course, going forward, I'll be putting out more and more reviews on different products that I use and that I've tried that I like, so you guys are able to do it at home. For those of you who don't have the luxury of going to the salon, which I totally get. I'm a hairstylist, but I get it. I get it. Anywho, I thank you guys for watching. Peace out.